What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. So there, like, obviously as it goes, there's a lot of stuff that has been moving on the market. Unfortunately, Bonfire did not stay at its kind of like lower price point. It isn't exactly at this price point yet, but it might go higher, especially with some of like the newer kind of the new TCG exclusive archetype coming out. Ashen, I think that's how you pronounce it. That just they got announced recently. That's probably gonna make this card go up even higher. And to be honest, like I said, that's kind of just how it goes. Luckily, we do have Legendary Collection, Rarity Collection 2, which is gonna make things hopefully a little bit easier. But until then, let's go ahead and get into this card. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, subscribe. If not, it's all cool. We're trying to get a 500 subscribers. Once we get there, we got a giveaway plan. So if you want to be a part of that giveaway, go ahead, leave a interesting comment down below, subscribe, help us get there. Let's go and get into the card. So Bonfire, as you can see, has started to go back up. It did go down to 80, I would say about the 85, which for a card like this, which is going to be used in a whole bunch of different decks, is still high, but it's better. It's better than trying to paying 100. But it did see a spike over the $100 mark. I'm a little late to the party. It's starting to kind of cool down a little bit. You can pick these up for about $97 with the $1 shipping. So we're looking at about like $98 for a copy, like a 98, 78, 99. If you take all these shippings out, we're looking at pretty much a solid $100. So this card has kind of gone back to being 100 essentially. Like let's take all those little nickel and dime stuff out. If you're going in person, you're paying about $100 for this card. To be honest, like I said, I thought it was really high, but it also made sense why it was getting hyped. It just seems like even though it wasn't short printed, it isn't just like it's like one deck that's going to use it. It seems like there's one deck that's going to be potentially tier 0 with it, and then there's going to be like a whole bunch of other sub versions of that deck by itself. On top of that, you just have like pure Snake Eye, you have the Infernoids, you have a whole bunch of other different strategies that this card kind of goes into, and then you have the new thing that's got announced. So it's just like a natural kind of reaction to where this card right here is going to be like your main searcher kind of bridge. So that's kind of the reason why this was kind of being at 100. And to be honest, the same thing is kind of happening with the collection rare. The collection rare is kind of spiked up. It was right here around like 212, and then it kind of shot up to like the 260 range. We're looking at it kind of cooled down a bit to about 253. These are two of them right here. If you're the high rarity guy, to be honest, I'm trying to focus more on budget, but also like I do like to kind of focus on these high rarity stuff because I do invest in certain high rarity cards on the side. I haven't been doing high rarity. I haven't done any high rarity investments this year, so like I really kind of just steered away from this stuff. This one I would have not even thought about it though because it was already kind of high, and I'm looking at it 253, 255. It's pretty much 260 for Bonfire Collector's Rare. If you pull this out of your pack, that's awesome for you. I'm kind of thinking about maybe buying some loose packs later, but like I said, if you kind of pull this, I would just get rid of it. I would, kind of hold on to it. To be honest, hold on to it because it has potential to actually go even higher, being the only high rarity version. So I would hold on to this if you do get it from a pack. 1-for-1 is starting to see a lot of different play. Like you have not only the Fire King strategy wants to play it, but I know that you could use it in the Fire King Dog Matica strategy. That's also extremely strong there, and they're just like a whole bunch of different like level 1s that you kind of want to get out, especially in this format. I think even if you're running the Infernoid version, you could use it, get the shenanigans with the 1-for-1. So it's kind of like you really can't see that because like I said, like there's a rare versions, there's a super rare for Amazing Defenders, so there are budget versions. Like I said, I would just get your commons, but like I said, if you have these, if you have like an ultra rare that you kind of just don't really care about and you want to downgrade something, I'm thinking about doing is I might do a video kind of just going over different cards that I might just want to like downgrade that I've kind of just held on for a long time. And one of those is I have two ultra rare 1-for-1s. If you have these, depending on how it looks, or if it's like first edition or not. Actually, I think these are all first edition, but yeah, depending on how it looks, because if you got like a light played, we're looking at like $5.69 to about $6. So this is a $6 card if it looks like pretty decent. Like if it's mint condition, it could be even higher. But just just kind of a thing to look at. Like if you or maybe you kind of pick this up in a collection and you noticed it, these right here, if they're mint condition, are worth about see, I hate when everything changes up on me, but these are worth about $7. And then you do have another ultra rare version. See, I'm losing everything. super. No, yeah, it's a super rare. It's okay, not the ultra super rare from the duels pack. This one always looked really nice to me. I never got my hands on one because these were actually pretty expensive when I was looking for when I ended up getting my ultra. But these right here, there's a lot of different versions for it, and like to be honest. And to be honest, if you could find a nice one of this, I would kind of hold on to it. They're kind of worth like $3 to $4 if you could find these. Made to order mermaid outfitter. Try saying that 5 times fast. Someone like me would freaking die trying to do that. But this card right here was like super penny stock, and then just shot up to it's the chart says around 75, 75 to a dollar range. We're looking at here, you got one person with 16 with $1 shipping, then you got 33 cents right here, and then you got all these 65, 94. Essentially, like once these are gone, it's gonna go back to the dollar range. I really do like the idea of this card because I kind of thought that something like this would have been like I guess this philosophy would have been interested to run in other tier 0 formats, but this is the first time where we have so many cards that kind of allow you to kind of like go into your opponent's deck. You have Lullaby of Obedience was a card that I talked about on my previous Market Watch. Like that one allows you to like if you're in a mirror match, you can kind of go to your opponent's deck, get certain things out. And then this one right here is also interesting. This has an effect: target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, then add one card from your deck to your hand with the same name as that banished card. So essentially if it's good going first or second, because since everyone's going to be wanting to run the same hand traps, as long as you don't get hit with Drone Lockbird, if you get if you get hit with an Ash, an Imperm or something, you could essentially activate this to be able to target it, banish it, and then be able to get yourself another hand trap. So if you're able to, I guess if you get hand trap, you end with a suboptimal board, at least you can activate this to try to get yourself a hand trap. So maybe you could have your suboptimal board plus a hand trap or two, which might be enough to keep you in the game to go into kind of grind game state. So I do like that, because it's good going first, and then going second is just extremely broken. Your opponent's gonna have a whole bunch of stuff in the graveyard, especially in the mirror match. This is mostly focused on the mirror match. It could be universal when you're talking about hand traps, but for the most part, I'm pretty much gonna be focusing more on using it kind of in the mirror match in a tier 0 format. If you're running Fire Kings, if you're running the Snake Eye and all that other stuff, oh yeah, exactly, the Snake Eye stuff, if any of that's really good to be able to not only banish it from the graveyard to keep your opponent from using it. You get rid of the Garunix, you get rid of the Avatar, you get rid of any of the Snake Eye stuff. All that stuff, getting it from the graveyard doesn't let them get recurrence, and it gives you pluses. This card goes from I wouldn't say it. It somewhat trades it, it pretty much trades itself because it gets you a search or replaces itself. But if you use it like I said, in the mirror match, if you're able to get rid of your opponent's Garunix from the grave, or you get rid of something that they want recursion from, then this right here becomes way more valuable. So I really do like this in this kind of tier 0 style format we might be going into with the Fire Kings. And we got Diviner Herald is something I'm not sure if I really talked about. If I have if I have talked about it in a while, my bad. But I just noticed that this card just continues to go higher and higher and higher. Eventually it's gonna get reprint. I think maybe in the legendary, in the rarity collection too. I think it's gonna be in there, which is why I ended up getting rid of. I got rid of my personal copies that I was using, and I kind of sucks. I kind of wanted to keep it, but at the same time, I really want to stay ahead of some of these reprints. I don't want to be left with the kind of dead cards and everything. So right now, the secret rare, I'm just gonna quickly go over the secret rare because near mint first dead, we're looking at $35. We're not $35 for this card. That is really expensive, because we're looking at over $100 for a playset of the originals. I remember I got these around 12s before they kind of shot up to just completely ridiculousness. So I was really happy to be able to kind of get rid of them at the price point I did. These ones right here, you got the near mint for it's the same ones. Yeah, Lightning Overdrive. See, I hate when it always switches them up on me. Prismatic Secret Rares. Let's go into that. So we're looking at near mint first ed for $22. 22, yeah. So we're pretty much $22 for the near mint first editions from the tins. To be honest, this I said, it is really good. I really like the ability to send send stuff in the runic generator deck, because no matter either you could set up a Brone to floor with her, or you could set up some type of generator kind of combo depending on, you know, if you're able to send like the Vala. So like there's a lot of utility it had in the deck. I really wish I didn't fumble the bag and like chose to do something dumb and took this to regional. But I would like to bring the deck back one of these days, and I will, but like when this card gets reprinted, because now I'm just gonna be getting rid of it. TG Screw Serpent is it is kind of something that kind of came out of nowhere for me. Like randomly, I was watching a market watch, and I was like, "What the heck? Why is this up?" And then I went into my bulk, and I found a whole bunch of copies of this. I was kind of very happy. I am gonna have to modify the price. I sold a few of them, but it looks like it's going the limbs are going for about $2. Nearman is going for about $2.30. We're right here. We got them at like $2.48, so I'm probably gonna have to lower these prices. But we're looking at about like, you know, like two with the $1 shipping. So like I said, if you want the set, you could probably get it for about, you know, like $6 for the set. To be honest, this card, it kind of something that kind of came out of nowhere. Like I wasn't really looking at TGs, and like TGs really do interest me, because like there's a part of me that like kind of wants to experiment. I do want to try, but then another part of me is just like, look, I already have enough going on. I already want to experiment with this and that. Kind of like keep on the lookout, because I do have a couple interesting decks that I'm going to be taking to the locals this coming up weekend, and I am probably going to be the most hated person there. But well, if I end up doing good. If I do bad, then everyone's going to be happy because they get free ones off me. But I might be running something that just might make people mad. So we will see what I choose to do. Alright, yeah, and that's pretty much this card. It only has like its one printing in like Savage Strike. So if you have these, I would kind of like get them out the bulk and get them in your trade value. They're worth about $2. So like they're like kind of better than nothing. Zodiac Chakanine was very interesting, because I kind of noticed, literally, I was looking for cards, and then I looked up right here, and it says best rogue decks of this month. And, you know, usually I don't pay attention to, like, a lot of, like, certain articles I do like to kind of read from TG Player, but this one kind of caught my eye, and I looked up, and I'm like, you know what, let me take a look at, like, Zodiac, because it just, I wasn't thinking about that card specifically, but I did want to look at Zodiac, and Chakanine is an interesting one, because this one only has 2 printings. I could really see that if the same unbans from Master Duel come to the TCG, I could really see Chakanine take off. So like this ultra rare right here for $2.31, I could see this going to like $10, and I could see this being like a $4, $5, $6, $7 card potentially. Even though it's not like, you know, it's not the best looking, you know, one. I know a lot of people like this one. It only has 2 printings, and like all you need is one Trident, and this card becomes like, it kind of helps the Zodiac, you know, bridge it to a whole bunch of different options. And then if you kind of add an extra Rat Pierre to the mix, that just could completely make an extremely broken Zodiac engine. I would love to see a Zodiac engine. I would just completely love to see a freaking Zodiac engine. And sorry about that, I screwed that one up. But yeah, I was kind of looking at all the Zodiac cards. You got the Whiptail. This is kind of 16, to be honest. I think I might start buying these out. I might start kind of buying these. I really love Whiptail, super low. I feel that like if they unban, like I said, the same unbans, this could be a very good hit. So like I would start buying this. This is gonna be like a little like this. I'm gonna post this tomorrow. So yeah, so those of you that feel like it, I will start picking them up very slowly. I'm gonna get my set pretty soon. You got these secret rares, they're kind of going in the $3 range. The secrets are already kind of going in like the $3 range as well. Simply because I'm pretty sure it's like Master Duel hype. People assume that the same hits on Master are going to come to the TCG. So if you're thinking about this deck being something you want to play, I would kind of pick it up sooner rather than later, because I could see a lot of this stuff going up really high, kind of on the hype, and then they just reprint everything. So like people kind of just feel like they have to buy this stuff. They use it to go into Nats if they end up kind of bringing the engine back. So this is kind of just like a PSA that like if you have a feeling that they might bring back Zodiac, I would just get this stuff right now while it's cheap, because if they do, a lot of this stuff might go up, and they might not reprint it until Battles of Legend, and so it might kind of make this weird like 2 to like month-and-a-half gap where if you want to play this deck competitively, you have to spend the high prices. So I would get some of this stuff now before it kind of goes up. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.